Alright folks, welcome to another Modern League. Right now we're going to be trying out some bug Sultai control. This is a list that I kind of stole from the latest Modern Challenge debate from this past weekend. All I did was I switched a Fatal Push for a second copy of Abrupt Decay, sorry. And that's it. Everything else is not my picks, but yeah, we're going to see how this list works out. Today I'm kind of trying to... I'm trying hard today, you know, I'm trying to see what the other decks that I consider to be top tier in the format look like, feel like, and think about the possibilities of playing these decks in these weekend events. Just don't buy Ur or Ursa, I just got those cards like last month. I don't think Ursa is getting the axe. Since Moxopol got banned, Ursa has not been the same. Ursa really misses Moxopol. Alright. Let's be on the play. And let's keep this hand. Let's get prepared against Amulet. This weekend is the showcase? Yes, Blake Trusty. That's why I am try-harding, like I just said. It's a pretty solid draw there. Steam Vents. Serum Visions. Ursa is fine? Yeah, Ursa is perfectly fine. One second. So we didn't draw the land, that sucks. But at least we get to hold up Metallic here. When left 2 on top. Does that mean this is something like Storm? There's no way this is something like Storm. Do you think Bug will be there with Astrolabe? It's gonna definitely need to be built differently, right? Just cannot build it exactly the same as it's currently built and expect it to do well, because like the mana base relies a lot on Astrolabe. So we're gonna see a lot more duels. We might be able to still see Mystic Sanctuary if Astrolabe gets banned, but we're definitely not going to be seeing as many basics. You can't play as many fields, exactly. A lot of things have to change. Lots of things have to change if you're gonna be... If you're not going to have access to Astrolabe. Astrolabe does a lot to fix this deck's mana. Like, a lot. It really... Crashing Footfalls is what my opponent chose to do there. Just casually suspending Crashing Footfalls. So this is that deck, huh? We drew the Force of Negation, so we do get to tap out a little bit here. Ashiok doesn't really do anything, so... This kind of doesn't matter. Even if I 2-for-1 myself, I don't care too much. But I would care about a balance, however. Balance would indeed be kind of problematic. The nice thing is that we don't really care about what's his name, about that's foretold. And this deck does play Pierce. Wow. Was definitely not expecting spell Pierce. Again, I don't think I care too much about those Crashing Footfalls. Fixing reminds me when Red Stride was in Legacy, a lot of 4-color strong pile deck piles. Yeah, usually 3 seems to be like the norm. You see some 4-color versions, but more often than not, you're just looking at 3-color versions of decks. But yeah, that is kind of what you see more often than not, really. Is my opponent gonna slam it? Just gonna. Footfalls number 3. Okay, now I might start to be a little bit concerned about these cards. Okay. So we're gonna get to Ashiok here, which I want to try to resolve right now. And then just not do anything with. And next turn we're gonna be able to Uro. Just scared about Nib without Lave. Yeah, that deck is going to struggle a little bit. Yeah, that deck is going to struggle a little bit. Okay, so I think we're just going to pass here. We're gonna let the Footfalls resolve. Unless they do something here. Electro Dominance for 1. You got it. You get to ping my Ashiok. Now we'll mana leak your thingy. They might force, and if they force, I'm gonna force back, obviously. Pitching as foretold. Water Grave. Let's just get a basic island here. Yeah, actually basics. So let's try to get Water Grave. Force the force. Actually, I want to force the restore balance, I think. I think I want to force the restore balance, actually, because this means that our opponent can't use this. They force our mana leak, which is fine. We can build ourselves with Ashiok anyway. But what's really important about that is the fact that we're gonna get to. They cannot use the thing that finale, the red finale, which would cast restore balance from the graveyard. The fact that we don't have another blue source is kind of bad for us, obviously. Even if they restore balance, it's not that good for them here, because they played another land. Maybe witching while we get its time to shine. That's funny. So we're just going to Uro here, I think. And then we can push to protect this Ashiok if we want to. Unclear whether we want to. Ashiok not looking great though. It's more about the fact that I want to mill myself. If they have Bolt, we get God, but restore balance. Remember when I said that I wanted to play around Finale, chat? Remember when I did that? Don't you think that was super smart? Don't you think that was hella smart there? Wait, they have 2 suspended? That's a lot of Sumbos. A lot of rhinos, I mean. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, that answers all the rhinos they can have. 1, 2, 3, 4, and it's exactly -4, -4. It's pretty poggers. That seems good. Yeah, I agree. I wholeheartedly agree. And they have only one of these left. So they can do 2 damage to the Hurrah, that's probably fine. Yeah. It's a little bit annoying, but it's fine. Especially because this would have potentially been impactful. We have exactly 4, which is hilarious. The fact that we're getting value from these fatal pushes is kind of good for us, honestly. Oh, they cycle. That's pretty good. Trying to represent Banalik here. Is there a place in your Patreon content or otherwise where you talk about how the deck has changed over the year-ish? Yes, it's called the Mystifying Amulet, and it's kind of like something that I have made different instances of that, where I talk about like the different lists at different times and stuff. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I guess I'm gonna pitch Fate Push. Force of Negation is a solid 1. So I think we just chill here. So yeah, the very first video of the series, there's 3 videos total. The very first one talks about like all the basics of the deck and all that stuff. And then and then the other series talk about number 2 and number 3 talk about like differences in like lists because of metagame concerns and whatnot. They're definitely worth a watch if you are into Amulet. They are long though. They're pretty long, so Honestly, it's kind of unclear how impactful Ashiok was in that match. They cast Footfall 4 times a game. Yep. That was certainly true. I think Ashiok is not very good. And I don't think I want Gusto either. Typhoon seems kind of weird. But we actually need cards to bring in. Guess a couple of Gustos. What's the first one? Didn't know there were more. Yeah, there's 2 more. So I talk about like the evolution and that kind of stuff, like the differences in card choices and why the minigame evolution made us, you know, value different cards differently than we used to and stuff like that. Well, this hand does not look good at all. Well, this hand does not look good at all. Well, this hand is not. Oh no, this one's actually fine. Bottom that one and bottom this one. Not a bad one. All right, all right. This deck has no 1-mana counter magic, which is interesting. Abrupt Decay of the top. Basic land. That's a sideboard plan. They didn't realize that Ice Fang is not this touchy. It's cool. That's cool. Greater Gargadon has been suspended. So at any point we can get cheesed out here now. Second Force. Brutal. Absolutely brutal. Absolutely brutal. They're playing around Snappy. It's possible. I mean, I'm just gonna continue chilling here. And it's probably going. They're probably going to continue just making stupid 1/1s. Because like now they actually have to play around it, so now they actually can't attack. Because if I have a second snake, we get him. So now is the turn where, yeah, that's actually a mistake. Like if you were playing around it last turn, then you should kind of be playing around it this turn as well. I think I'm gonna chump though. It's pretty brutal. We can still drop Abrupt Decay or something like that. One turn too late. So this is going to be 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's a lot of damage. So at this point, we're kind of looking for Dead of Winter or Bust, kind of. Casino Replica is going to be just too slow. The red bitter blossom. It's an interesting way of calling it. I mean, we got by it. All right. So I'm going to draw 2. Now we have to find the Dead of Winter. And we did it. It's an interesting sideboard plan. Once that I know about it, it's pretty easy for me to play around it. I guess I'd rather have another Dead of Winter because it also kills rhinos. But I don't think I want pushes. Gust does become a lot more exciting though. And I still think I want Veils to win counter magic, counter battles and stuff. And to force through my Jace and whatnot. Turn to Rabble though. Keep. Plague Engineer? No, I don't think I want to be plaguing. This deck is interesting. Played it on stream one time. Never want to play it again. It's definitely interesting. I was not a fan, however. This hand's kind of solid. Also, we're 6 minutes ahead on clock. Remember when we timed out our Tron player? We were 11 minutes ahead against Tron. Just a casual 11 minutes ahead against Tron. Don't worry about it. Some people are really slow. Do you think it's going to be on mine next week? Astrolabe or Mystic Sanctuary? Not both. And yeah, that's it. Those are the only 2 cards in the format that are worth considering for a ban. I don't think anything else is worth considering. Okay. Rabble. I'm gonna mana leak you. It's mostly because I want to draw off this Veil than anything else. Also, it's nice to be using my mana. Breeding Pool. Yes. Veil of Summer. Kind of want to hit my land drop here. Pretty rough. Thank you for the follow, Calix the cat. Mad Maxon with the tier 1 sub. Sending good thoughts your way. Thank you, Matt. Welcome back to the Primetime Stronghold. Wait, how did we go from 219 to 216? Alright. We have the decay, so that's why I'll let this resolve. They might counter this? Maybe? They don't. Sick. Boop. I definitely don't want my opponent untapping with that. Fake shot the brain to play Veil? Yes, that's exactly what I did. Well... So they can have another dispute, but that's it. Greater Gargadon. Okay, so now we're gonna tap in Jace. And I think with Jace Plus... Never mind. Definitely Brainstorm. Because we drew the Force. Brutal. Okay. Let's just... Whew. That's a big whiff ski. Do you think we'll get significantly worse with Arsenal in the format? It's mostly a matter of, I think that many, like the mana is going to be a lot tougher to pull off. I didn't see. No, we're going to be playing Goblins after this, Magus. So we're playing this right now, and then we're going to be playing Goblins. And we're playing some bad cards that I want to try out in Goblins based on the list that torpedoed the challenge. So the list, you're not gonna like the list that I'm planning on playing today, but I just want to try things out. Please be a Rebel Master. Thank you for the follow there. Brian Banks 108. Gross. Sure. Can't believe they're gonna YOLO and it's gonna work. They could have killed the Jace. I mean, if this is your plan, they should have definitely killed the Jace there, right? Oh no, they're gonna discard all my cards in hand. Never mind. Yeah, so we're just going to die here, I think. Man, if we had found a blue card... So I think we should plus here. It's going to be down to 3. Down to... and this up to 4. So up to 4, down to 3. Up to 6, down to 2. Up to 8, down to 1. So as long as we get to get their lands, we should be good. Bottom, no. Cheese stand alone. Bottom, no. So they have Rabble and Force. Thank you so much for the subscription, Dale. Welcome back to the 17th month to the Primetime Stronghold. Rough. Plus Leyline of the Void, bottom, no. Remember the game we lost when the board was empty and only we had Jace? I mean, so far, they're going to attack this. Jace gonna go down to 1, and then I'm gonna bounce the Gargadon. Their hand is Rabble, Force, Leyline. And now I'm gonna plus on myself if I don't find land here. Okay, we did find the land. Snow-Covered Island, Astrolabe. Another Jace, fuck me. To the bottom, yes. So now they're gonna play Gargadon and we're gonna minus and bounce it. We can't see. Yeah, neither can I. It's just really badly. It's just really badly made in Magic Online. It's really awkward. But yeah, it was exactly. That's why I started going plus instead of zeroing. So now Jace goes down to 1, then we minus on the Gargadon, and we have a land. Our opponent has no land, basically. Pretty awkward. So rough that we whiffed there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 10 lands are gone, so we have 14 lands that we're drawing towards, because we have 25 lands total, yeah. Just GG suspended again next turn. Yeah, but if we start drawing lands, we get to play our Jace before our opponent. Yeah, but that's of course not. That's bad, obviously. Also, my opponent has 5 minutes on clock versus our 15 and a half. Will the Astrolabe be banned? Maybe, I don't know. I think so. There's the land. Second Gargadon. Brutal. Brutal. Just can't find lands. Ancestral. Our opponent is a lot better than us at finding reasonable cards. So they only have 1 unknown, I guess 2 unknowns now with the draw step. We're kind of sorting it here. That Ancestral is a problem. We have 3 counters here, 8 on the Gargadon, even though it also looks like a 3, and then 7 on the other one. It's really funny how the suspend cards were fine before, and then they did this update where if you maximize, you literally cannot see what the number is. I cannot believe this draws, by the way. This is absurdly ridiculous. Like, if we just find one land, we have access to Snake, we have access to Mana Leak, Gust. But we just cannot find land for... Alright. Jeez. Remember the game we lost when the board was empty and we only had a Jace? Shut up, Magus. At least we get to Ice Fang here and step. At least we have something into play. Would love to see like a Force. Another land. Okay. Udo. Okay. Am I countering the Ancestral? I don't think so. But I do think that we are holding up mana this turn. I don't think we're playing out the Uro. What do you think, chat? Should I counter the Ancestral or not? I think we don't. We can counter whatever they draw of it, and then they need to go to this card too. They do have a Force, yeah. But they only had 2 mana, so we would have been able to Mana Leak. We would have got owned. We would have gotten owned by... What's his name though? Probably gonna Rabble here. Gonna leak it. We're countering this, but should I leak it or should I charm it? I think I'm actually gonna charm it, because if we might set up a turn where we Udo into hold up leak. That's tougher to achieve. Leak would have stopped Ancestral because my opponent only had 2 cards, 2 lands untapped. So yeah, Leak would have stopped Ancestral. So they're probably gonna discard Leyline here. Yep. Okay. So they have a Rabble Force that I know about, and I think nothing else. The little snake that could. The little snake that could. So I think we put Force on top? Or a Veil? Nah, let's do Force. Also, they're at 7, and these Farley Islets are still hitting them, so... What if I gust this? I think I'm gonna gust this. We're gonna get forced again out of the game. This restore balance doesn't do anything, I just let it resolve. We discard the Dead of Winter? We discard an Uro even, right? That's just great for us. Oh, they're holding priority, okay. Man, this is so brutal. This is so brutal. We had so many turns to draw into something. Oh. Gonna keep that one. Choose 2 cards in your hand, then discard the rest. These 2. Brutal. Hey Katarina, how's it going? We're just timing people out today, I don't know why. I think we're just gonna die though, because they just sack the other land. Yeah, we're just dead here, actually. So we're not gonna get to time them out this time. Maybe? Dun dun dun. Are they gonna get there? Nope. Ended up 4-1 today, the John. Oh, nice. Nice. Getting a 4-1 with John is like top 8 in a big event. So good job, Katarina. Nah, I joke. Good stuff for your channel. Amazing. Yeah. Han, we played against Han earlier. They were kind enough to give some subs to the channel. 3-2 is... Getting a 3-2 with John is a 5-0 basically, right? It's an honorary 5-0. And getting a 4-1 is like top 8 in a GP or something. And if you get an actual 5-0 with John, oof. Oof. I don't even know. You're like a Hall of Famer or something? You're getting inducted into the Hall of Fame? Oh, Jand. Oh, Jand. Shark Typhoon? Oh yeah, Donnie. We're typhooning some nerds. Just typhooning them up. There's no way we're getting paired against the same deck again, right? And there's no way that my opponent is as slow as my previous opponent. Does somebody remember how much time I had in clock when we finished the last game? Oh, thank you, Katarina. I appreciate it. I try to be entertaining here. Oh. There's no way I want to counter this, right? No. I think I'm gonna Snapcaster Beats, though. Because I think my opponent might be on Storm with Scalding Tarn. So fetch full. Storm with fetches. I want to say it was 11 minutes. Yeah, against the Tron opponent it was the same thing. We were 10 minutes ahead. So what do we grave? Snappy to start the clock. Get in there. What they're gonna ban? Yeah, I think that if they ban something, it's gonna be Astrolabe. At least that's what I think. It's the only thing that's worth the discussion, basically. Well, we actually cannot decay that one. That's awkward. Well, clearly I completely... Well, I play this... I mean, I'm playing this game thinking that we're playing against Storm, when in reality we're playing against this deck. So... Well, that sucks. What about a twin and ban? That would be okay. I wouldn't like for... I wouldn't mind, honestly, a twin and ban. I think that a lot of people would not like it. But I think that it could be okay. If they unban twin and pod, how would you feel? I would be happy, probably. Those are decks that I do enjoy. Even though I think that most people are not going to be happy. Another one of these? Opponent, why are you so lucky? So we're going to wait until the days cry, and then I'm going to blow up the Stevens. Still don't think Lave is ban worthy. It's annoying, but not really ban worthy. Yeah, we agree 100%. But I think that if something does get banned, the only thing worth a discussion is really... So they went one top, one bottom. So I think I'm going to blow this up now, because probably whatever they have on top is solid. How they ban Astrolabe on Veil? Veil... Yeah, I guess Veil is pretty annoying. 5, 4. Path confirmed better than Fatal Push. We figure out, chat. I don't think I can Dead of Winter here. I need to draw land. Yikes. The card is basically a land drop. Yeah, exactly. Well, we can let them flip the thing in the eye so they bounce my Snappy and my Entity, and then we get value. It's kind of sick. It's probably not going to work. Yeah, I think we'll let this go. Jump player has to crap out something. And they can unban versus tower also. Just ban everything for good measure. Lave just doesn't do enough. He's banned. They really nerf ban Snow and make Coddle harder to turn on. That's about it. Most decks that build with functional mana bases and really no mana fixing. Yeah, well, but I mean, that's probably one of the arguments actually. Is the fact that precisely Snow is just a little bit too strong. So you're kind of making the point. Land, please. Please give me a land. So I think I'm going to do this on combat. It's possible that I should have Uro there, because they could just bolt this, and then if... I guess it cannot cast a second bolt, so... There's that. Oh, but this deck plays... what's his name? I think they actually play Cryptic. Maybe I should have just played the Ice Fang there. Oh, Gut Shot, that's what they also play. Lightning Bolt? Okay. Oh, I should have forced! What am I doing? I'm gonna blame this on chat, okay? Chat, why are you... why are you confusing me, chat? This is your fault, chat. Alright, can we draw a land? Please, please, let's draw a land here. Snowland, let's go. Brutal. All right. So I suspect that they are going to have something. Anything that triggers Prowess is just lethal. Force of Negation. That's like the best one for them to have. Alright, Dead of Winter. Trophy. Okay, sounds good. Don't think we want Veil. Jay seems a little bit on the slow side. Typhoon seems alright. Big mistake to not have forced the lightning bolt on the thing. That was a huge mistake. Because that would have forced them to use the force main phase, which means that then we get to untap and we sweep. But yeah, I was talking to chat and I got. Do we want Veil for counter battles? I think so. Let's go with something like this. You voted into Bant I yesterday? Nice. It's a good deck. If it doesn't get banned, it's gonna continue to be a really good deck. I snapped off the triple 4-drop one lander. Whoops. Land? Easy. Thing in the ice. I'm gonna do Water Grave here. Snack! Land. Easy. Alright, so... Leaky's nice. Okay, okay. Quad will get in there. Refuse to buy Bant in paper. Yeah, that's probably a good move. You know, this one today's proof they actually should be banned. Yeah, exactly. Precisely. The fact that we're getting away with this, it's kind of the point, right? of why I think that Astrolabe is really the only card that is even worth considering for a ban. All right. Thanks for hanging out, Katarina. Have a good one. Morphos. Okay. So I want them to bounce my snake. I think this one we actually do counter though. Boop. Nice, nice. Should we Jace minus? We get owned by force. I think that's fine. Bounce. Just being hitting our land drops easy after keeping a one lander. Don't worry about it. They just shook the meta last month. At this rate, I should only rent decks if the format changes this often. Well, but that's, again, that's why I think that the only card worth considering is actually, what's his name? What's his name? Damn it. Astrolabe. Because it's a card that has been problematic for a while. So like the fact that they changed the format not that long ago, still, like it's still not that big of a deal really. They went 2 on the bottom. Should I plus on myself? I think I'm gonna plus on myself. Looking for lands. Bottom? No. Should I counter draw? Forces my opponent to use their mana. I think I'm gonna counter draw this. I feel like it's a good spot to force my opponent to like use one of their cards without being able to get the counter off the thing in the eyes. Yeah, this is just fine. This is just fine. They get to remand my 4-drop, but now I get to attack the Narset one more time. I get to minus, bounce this. I get to draw a land. Bounce this again. We get to make the same play next turn. My opponent wants to make the same play again. We're also fine with that. A band foiled out with Expedition Lens. So did this last turn. Gonna do it again. Oops! Oh no! I wanted to bounce. Whoops. This is because I'm not thinking. Pyromancer's Ascension. You got it. So now we get to answer Narset. Narset, GTFO. Brainstorm. Oof. Gross. That's so bad. Shuffle. Land, please. Mystic Sanctuary. Sure. Mana Leak on top. Yes. Udo. Pass the turn. Oh, has Jace been looking? It'd be looking. Nah, there's no way they ban Jace again. That is 0%. 0% chance that they ban Jace. That I can guarantee. Opponent should have been taking out the status house against Bant. Yep, Narset is just another one of those cards that you might sometimes not activate. Narset, Ashiok, and Liliana is another one. Sometimes it's correct to not downtick your Liliana off the Veil, which is always interesting. So I think I should let this go. And now trophy the Pyromancer's Ascension. Spike demonstrated the power of Narset on the board against Bant. Yeah, it's really good. It's really, really good. Uptick that Lily always. If you say so, death penalties. If you say so, I'm gonna trust you. Why would you lie to me, right? Lily ult is that shit. Yeah, Lily ult is cool, but that doesn't mean that you have to Aria Flame. That's kind of a problem. It's gonna kill our Jace. Okay, we do have the case and stuff, right? Yeah. Brutal. Jace down, Mayday. El último estandarte de Modern acá presente y sí, gordo, acá andamos, haciendo el aguante como debe ser. Haciendo el aguante. Ice Fang. Kinda wanna blow this up. We might want to bring back the trophy to blow this up. In fact, it's very likely that we will. Another Ice Fang, not what the doctor ordered. So my opponent's gonna need to deal a lot of damage here. Hopefully I don't have another one of these. Holding up Melee instead of playing Ice Fang here. This represents a card and a scry, so I think that it's worth countering this. And if they force this now, it's probably fine. Siento que estás como los músicos en Sultai tocando hasta que se hunde. Nah, para nada. No, Modern anda muy bien. Honestamente, inclusive va a haber bannings el lunes que viene y la verdad que no sé por qué. Me parece que el formato está en un buen lugar. Okay, so they're gonna get free 5 damage, which is pretty disgusting. They might just kill us here. We know one of their heads... No, we don't know. Never mind. Three mana, Narset. That's fine. Lo que están priorizando para nada. No, no lo están priorizando, eso es verdad, pero Pioneer está en la misma. Alright, now they need to find either kill me now or they have to find an answer to the Euro because of the damage that they took. Now the Urus actually lethal, which before it wasn't. So they're gonna need to find an answer or play 2 more spells. Because 7 plus 8 is gonna be lethal. Can they get there? Not much that we can do. So if they have like another Metamorphose or something, we might be dead. Bottom top. Another Metamorphose, gross. Yeah, so that's gonna be lethal now. Oh wow! Well, that's not it. That is not it, folks. I think we can't beat the Force of Negation, right? If my opponent has Force, we're just dead. Because we died to the trigger, which is awful. Yeah, we just YOLO, right? This is what it is. We died to Force of Negation. But we have to get rid of this. I don't think that we can untap. No. Yep. We died to the trigger. There was nothing that we could do. We could have attacked first, draw the card, force my opponent to chump. But then they untap and they do stuff. And they kept the card on top too. And we're still dying to the Area Flame trigger. So I think it's correct for us to YOLO there and just play the Jace and hope it sticks, but... brutal! That Area was really good. Isura is incredible in Modern as it is in Standard? Yes, it's very good. But you have more answers and you have more ways of keeping it at bay. And there's also more decks that don't care about it. So it's a little bit more fair in Modern, in that sense. In the sense that it's a lot less problematic. Even though it's as good as it is in Standard, it's not as problematic. Put almost to 5. It's pretty rough. Burn. So if this deals me 2 damage, then I'm going to fetch and shock. And if it doesn't, then I'm going to go get a Sagoth Triumph. Just take it from there. Yeah. Damn it. I have to take a ton of damage here. At least they did mulligan, so that's good. But then being on the play is going to give them a huge tempo boost. Okay, so that's our answer to the Swift Spear. And we have the Asha that we can basically pitch for free to the Force. So I think so far, so I don't want to say good, but so far. Stream title is a lie. It says Sultai Snow and Goblins, right? Do you see some Sultai Snow here? Steam Flogger boss? Because I see some Sultai Snow. I mean the last model streamer. Oh, you must be new to the channel then. You must be new to the channel. It's a meme. It's a meme because when everybody was streaming Pioneer, I was still streaming Modern. So that was the meme. We get owned by Second Nylon, but if my opponent doesn't spend their mana, and like we're gonna be crypticing next turn, and I'm not gonna be able to hold up Mana Leak anymore, so sure. Why am I still being the bad guy? Because I'm trying things to be the bad. I'm trying to see what other decks are there in the format right now and whether I like them. So far, I have not been impressed, honestly. Skewer the critics. I think I want to draw the Mana Leak. Have I tried Spicy Boil List? No, I haven't. It's not my kind of deck though. This is really tough, man. You have to take the damage. Riftbolt is gross. So you have to kill the Swift Spear here. And then we're going to die to Boros Charm. Oh, I'm stupid. I deserve to lose. It's okay, chat. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. We're gonna be fine for the next one. I should start paying attention to what I'm doing. I'm hanging out, I'm talking to Chad, and I'm just making plays at random, and it's clearly not working out. Confirm playing too much Legacy? Yeah, that's fair. Alright, now this is a hand that we can keep. Alright. Don't worry about it, Chad. We got this. We got this, Chad. Oof. Okay. What do you think we'll get by Modern? Discard. Okay. I tried to save you and my text always shows up too late. Yeah, I'm just... This is my second league and like we're in match number 3. And it's been 4 hours and 30 minutes. Smash the smithereens. Do you really want to be playing this card against this deck? Do I have any burn players in chat? Is this really a card that you want to be bringing against Snow? I am a lost cause, that's true. Please fetch for a duel. Wow, really? So I can cling their smash, draw a card. 1, 2. I can eat the force. 1, 2, 3, 4. I need the cling. So I guess we can start here. So let's start here. Breeding pool. All right, cool. That resolves. And now if they give me something to force. So if I force this, I can actually play Udo. Sweet. They're feeding the Euro. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm doing here. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. So even if they pass the Udo, that means next turn we get to Udo plus. And if they don't pass the Udo, then they just lose. Yeah, I don't think this is a card that you want in your deck. Seems a little bit sketch. Let's try this again. Yeah, I think that if my opponent had been playing something like Lava Spike, which is probably what they started out. Not only they drew 2 cyber cards and the game wasn't even close, but the reason why I won, it's because they draw the 2 cyber cards, right? Like, we would have been in a lot worse shape if my opponent hadn't drawn those cards. I'm gonna bottom the trophy here. Pass the turn. I think these decks make sense if Astrolabe gets it on Hammer. Just asking because I was actually building the deck. I think that you can probably build it just the same, but it's gonna be like you're gonna have to make some deck building. You're going to have to make some different decisions, basically. How is this disgusting and suit at the same time deck doing? It's been not great so far. It's been not great so far. Definitely want to be cashing in this fatal push. Might even mean snap. Yeah, so we're gonna start seeing like control decks are gonna go back to looking like, remember the good old decks of yore, like the Just Guys and whatnot. We're going to start to see more decks like those instead of all the control decks basically looking the same. And like here. Boros Charm makes sense. Skewer also makes sense. Triumph, tap. Okay. So let's get Mana Leak on top. Spray Astrolabe. Thank you for the follow, Mike Sama. So unless the last card is Lightning Bolt and they naturally draw into Lightning Bolt, it's correct for me to draw 2 here. They insist on the Smash the Smithereens. This is mind-blowing to me. They also didn't use their mana there. So we basically have to find that Udo and we're gonna win. Can we find an Uro before we die? And I guess we're gonna draw 2 here. And if they have double instant, we die. That's fine. Jace. Damn it. I have to brainstorm. Drawing 2 4s plus stuff. There's the 4s. Tar Pit. Remember equipping Tar Pit? Those were good times. They put the thing on top. All right, so we have to shuffle, going down to 1, and we have to find Udo of the top 4 cards of our deck. Let's go! Jace, get me there. Brutal. Oh, Cling works, right? Has a creature died? Yes, there's a Swift Spear that died. Oof, that's huge. Okay, so play field. Field that. And I think I actually don't want to play out the Astrolabe. Monastery, Swift Spear, Cling to Dust. Up to 4. Well, actually, no, we do want to play it, because if my opponent is going to play Smash the Smithereens, we could just leak it, and it's also not lethal, so it's not a good draw, though. Very rough. Okay. Jace, come on. Hook me up here. Damn. Jeez. Yeah, we can work our way around it by killing Snappy and stuff, but that seems pretty bad. One, two, mana leak. 1, 2, 3, and then we can also snapcast a leak. So I guess that we don't fetch when we make Serfs draw 2. Skullcrack. I guess we can snap gust this. We put a creature in play. So they're gonna need double bolt here, exactly. Nothing else does it. Sweet. This also enables us to fetch, which is nice. Leak there. Yeah, we're really working hard here. They put Skullcrack on top. Ice Fang. Six, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 mana. So if we use 2, I don't think I want to Fate Seal a 3 damage spell. Udo. Okay, that's pretty good. Okay. So if I push my own Ice Fang plus Cling, 1, 2, 3, 4, I still get to Gust. Push Ice Fang plus Cling, and then we still have Decay plus or Cryptic. This is really working hard. Ice Fang, black, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Really working hard to gain 3 life. Okay. Yeah, going a little bit too deep for my taste. Skullcrack. So I'm gonna counter this and draw. Uses my mana. My opponent has 2 cards left in hand that we can force, so there's no way that they can lethal us. Can we find a stupid Uro? Jeez. I'm kind of thinking about doing the same thing here. Udo. Nope. Udo. Damn it. God damn it. So I guess that we can mess with their white mana. Path my Snappy. It's kind of sick. I'll take it. Free shuffle. Goblin Guide. Yes! Sweet, my opponent drew a creature. What's on top? No? Nothing? Alright, I'm gonna kill it then. And in case you were wondering, yes, I'm gonna cling it to dust. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's go. We still have enough for an Uro. Double gust. That was something. That was certainly something. Never found Uro. Doesn't matter. Win anyway. I think we keep this. That was an early concession. I mean, yes, but not really. Like, my opponent had Path to Exile and Smash the Smithereens in their deck, so they were kind of getting owned by how they sideboarded. And it's really surprising because, like, the Smash the Smithereens were really bad in that game too, and my opponent didn't side them out for game 3, which is surprising. Nope. Most certainly not. I think they moved to 4 or 5, something along those lines. Are we gonna face the Natty Tron? The Natty Tron here? No. Phew. Okay, so they clearly don't have Tron. So let's get a Triumph here. Because you're going to Triumph first turn. And I'm gonna Jace plus, I think. Tower, bottom, no. Then next turn I'm going to start zeroing with Jace. But I have to make sure that they don't have Tron next turn. Though they might have O-Stone, which would be annoying. What is this, Walkie B? Walking Ballista? Yeah, that's fine. Nice, nice. Draw 3. Very nice. Very, very nice. So we're gonna put this on top and I guess Cling on top. Let's do this right now. And I guess I'm not gonna push just yet. I'm gonna hold up force in case my opponent has something worth forcing. Or we might just hit the jackpot like we just did. They just main phase activate that for no reason. They should have definitely attacked, like forced me to do something first. Udo. Land. Now we can dig one deeper. Sweet. Alright, so this is pretty much in the books. We put both of these on top. Then we get a shark going. Guess we're just gonna cryptic draw. Blue, 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 1. Counter draw. Gonna build a Snoop deck in Modern. Which one do you recommend at the moment? I think this is just fine. We have a field. I honestly don't know, my Bluebird. Especially because I think that it's very possible that actually it's the deck that gets banned. I think Astrolabe might be the one getting the X. So now we do this. Get a basic forest. So I don't know how much I would recommend buying into the deck currently. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Didn't I shuffle you away? Pretty positive I shuffled you away. Anyway. I had like half the cards, was just wondering. Yeah. I would definitely wait until Monday. Because I think that you can still probably build like Bant or Bug Snow. You can still build Bant or Bug Control and it will still be pretty good. I think it's going to be pretty solid, just the same. It's just that the way that it's going to be built is going to be significantly different, I would imagine. So we're not going to be playing as many fields, we're going to be playing a lot more duels if you want to accommodate Ur, of course, which is like the main reason to be playing the archetype, right? So I think that we're going to see a lot of change. Shark Typhoon seems pretty bad to me, but I guess maybe Gust is better. Decay is bad, but it is what it is. Yeah, we're gonna go with this. Pyro Prison had a recent 5-0. Well, that's hilarious. Just recommend top tier Scred Red. Scred Red. Wow. GP winning strategy, Scred Red. Well, I think that our Archmage's Charm is going to be a Modern staple for years to come. So I think that that's actually a pretty safe buy. If you're planning to, like, you know, invest or whatever. I think that that's actually a pretty safe buy if you are trying to, like, buy some cards or whatever. Oh no, they're gonna do it here. It's scrying. Play versus draw. Play versus draw. Big difference. Big difference between play and draw. At least my opponent has the proper Tron lands, which is something, you know. See if I can find the force here. Force! One time! Force! Another Gust. Brutal. Can have my other Gust opponent. Alright, so now we have to draw Assassin's Trophy. Opponent moved to 5, but there's literally nothing that I can do. Not a single thing that could have been done. Silence a card from hand. You can get my Abrupt Decay. are. We're good here. We are good. We are good. Play versus draw. In case you didn't notice, massive difference. We would have won that game pretty easily if we had been on the play, I think. I mean, we drew a bunch of blanks there, so maybe not super easily, but I think we would have won that game. Sure. Almost to 4. Monday ban being on the play. For the sake of competitive diversity, being on the play is now banned. All to 4. Quaddle. Not terrible, it's something to do. Oh, come on, they just have Natty Tron. I think we might not be able to tap out for this Hashiok here. Well, that's actually not bad. Because it enables us to, like, if they don't have Tron, we can at least do something. Look at them play Carney, great. Fuck, man. Planar and Malik. Okay. Sniping? I don't know if this is sniping really. I think I just let the coding resolve. We can decay if we want, or like if they get to destroy one of my lands, and that's it. Then we just get to Ice Fang this. Oblivion Stone. That's fine, we can just decay that. Guess there's only one Watery Grave though. There is only one Watery Grave, brutal. Be my guest. Why didn't I fetch black? Because I wanted to draw 2. I need to still hit my land drops. If you were wondering whether Surgical should be in your deck against a control deck, especially if you're playing Tron, the answer is no. Like a big resounding no. I think I'm just gonna Udo here. Land, sweet. All right, so next turn, we're holding a Mana Leak for this turn, and next turn we're gonna have Ashiok plus Field. I guess Field plus Ashiok. I have no idea what they cybered it out in order to bring in Surgical, but I am pretty confidently going to say that it was a mistake. Like, it doesn't matter what card it was. Any justification that you can give me about that is probably going to be wrong. Tron is in the deck based on top decks, so it's just as good as yeah, that's honestly that's probably an argument that that Tron players give themselves. That still doesn't make it correct. They were smart, they wouldn't need to play a turn. I mean, I don't want to I don't want to attack people's smarts. Maybe my opponent might be really smart and they just for whatever reason they enjoy playing Tron. People can enjoy whatever they want. And there's so many ways to play Magic. That's kind of like the beauty of it. The fact that I don't agree, it's a different story. I mean, I think it's 100% wrong, by the way. Let me be clear with that. But Astrolabe bound incoming, maybe. Do the black cards seems better than the white cards to me? So far, it's possible, honestly. They didn't fetch for anything, so I think I'm going after the tower. And because we have force, I think I'm going to spend this turn to slam the Ashiok. I think I'm going to get double green here, so we can minus on ourselves and get a... This means I'm not going to be able to cast this Abrupt Decay, but that's fine. So now Sylvan Scrying, Expedition Map, becomes an artifact in addition to its other types. You got it. I don't know what that's supposed to do, but it succeeded. Steerings. Oof. No, I think this is actually worth forcing. It's got Nature's Claim for the combo, maybe. Maybe that's what it is. Alright. Resolves. I think I'm gonna make a 3/3 on my end step, which allows me to hold up Mana Leak. So I think we just pass here. Dramatic Star is fine. Any reason you didn't activate Ashiok? What do I win by activating Ashiok? Sure. I guess they can name Shark Typhoon. Feed your yard for food. Yeah, I can do that next turn too. We're just gonna make a 3/3 here. So this next swing's 5. Okay, finally we found. So fetch Watery Grave. Sure. Is that a meme or something? Well, I guess I'm gonna do this. Udo, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. See what we draw. Nice, nice. And draw step. Swing with everything. And if I blow this up here, that's 4 mana. Okay, so I'm going to concede to my opponent having Simian Spirit Guide in their Tron deck. Conceding to Simian Spirit Guide. Mecha Shark. I can't believe they actually made a card based around Sharknado. That's kind of ridiculous. Okay. Last one. Can't believe Sharknado is modern playable but not movie playable. That's really funny. Good job. I am successfully amused. No, right? Yes to this one. Gobos. I'm gonna get Triumph here. Crumble to Death, Stamping Sphere, Alpine Moon, Bloodwind, Surgical Extraction. Any of those cards, Trumpet, might as well scoop it up. I don't know. I don't know if it's that straightforward, but oh, please play a War Chief. Sick. Green, black, F6. Brutal. I guess worst case scenario, I draw 2. Like if they play Cavern plus something, we draw 2. So it's not the end of the world. Okay, so we're gonna get to play play Jason on an empty board, which is nice. think the plane chase would be more important. And I guess that they could have exactly War Marshal into the dude. That's cool. The dude that kills dudes. War Chief. Okay. I was not expecting them to have a second War Chief. It's not very common to see 2 War Chiefs. And they had the dude that kills dudes. Brutal. Alright. So there's another land on top. I think I'd rather draw action. Nothing, huh? I guess we might die from here, actually. Which would be the saddest timeline, honestly. Like, if they go Snoop into the combo, dude, into Harbinger, we actually just die. Should put decay on top. Yeah, that's one of the things that I'm considering. We're gonna get back Uro next turn. So I was considering Archmage's Charm, but I think decay is gonna be better. Also, it's gonna allow me to also hold that Bant I. Pile Driver. Is that actually lethal? 1, 2, 3, 4. If they have War Marshal, that's actually lethal. Yeah. All right. Didn't even play around push. Okay. I guess drawing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 lands was going to catch up to us at some point. Okay, Gustos, Dead of Winter, Surgical, not Surgical, that thing. Leaks, out. Forces, out. Sharks, out. Ashiok. Actually, it's actually not bad. I feel like Ashiok might be okay on the play. A little bit worse on the draw for obvious reasons, but might be okay on the play. No, it's not Gab's list. It's similar, but it's not Gab's list. Oh, also I should have cut Cling to Dust. Whoops. Yeah. Actually, no. Let's keep it. Kind of like Shark as another Ambush Viper, but Ambush Viper is just not very good in the matchup to begin with. So I don't want more copies of the card. Sure. This is just a legacy list you like to play -4, so well. Actually, yes, it is, Stabs. Need a way to make Sakama playable in Modern just for the memes and beat people with it. Brutal. Okay, so put in moles. I think I'm gonna go with Swamp turn 1. Yo! Death Penalties gifting 5 tier 1 subs. Thank you so much, Death Penalties. Really appreciate your support. And to all of you, Ricciardo Casio, Massacre Reaper, Cooldown Max, Young Toast, and Bookish Matt. To all of you, welcome to the Primetime Stronghold. Hell yeah. 221 subs. Poggers. Okay. Should I Ashiok here? I'm gonna Hurrah, right? Which leaves us with protection. Gabrielle 696, thank you for the follow. Yeah, auto in here is a lot better. Pyroblast. Okay. Thank you so much for all the subs. We got 10 gifted subs today. It's kind of awesome. Pretty freaking awesome. Just don't play Matron here. Damn it. Yeah, that was definitely the reason to play the Ashiok right there, right? But the thing is that we would play the Ashiok and then it would be completely helpless. Ringleader. Push Matron. I'm gonna Sanctuary, push back on top, and then we're gonna be able to Ice Fang or Gust. Not in the best shape here. Could be worse, could be worse. Hopefully they will play something here in response. Nope. So we're gonna Ashiok, and we have push plus Gust available. It's an interesting move. So now we can Hurrah if we want. I don't think we want to. Seems a tad greedy. Harbinger. Snoopy on top. So we just minus on them. Also, we can push here if we want. Seems solid actually. Boil. Poggers. Okay. this the second league today? Yes, this is the second league today. Now we're gonna protect the Ashiok a little bit. Munitions expert. We could have gusted there, but then they can just ring leader on their upkeep, and they're still fine. Snoopy? I think that's fine. So now they're gonna ring leader. The Whiffsky! Wow! Vile Thoughtseize Territory Mire. Put the Snoopy on top. Green, green, blue, blue. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So they have a Snoop on top. I think that's fine. Ashiok's probably worth more by just being here. It forces my opponent to chomp attack. Put Snoop on top. So we're gonna guess play the same thing next turn again. So I think I'm gonna put Gust on top actually. I'm pretty freaked out about Boil. That seems like one of the very few ways that I can lose this game. Keep this one. Sling Gang, it's pretty good. I mean, they have only a single card left in hand, so at least there's that. That was a really bad ringleader. Good. Ah. I'm attacking first because I wanted to see if I could draw like another like piece of counter magic or whatever, but we missed on 6 damage, which are not gonna be important. Like they either are able to answer my Plague Engineer or they don't, and then they can't ever win. So it's pretty straightforward. And now we're basically not going to be casting anything besides Boil. Okay. They have Boil. I am successfully freaked out now. So over Cling... Metallic, I guess? Oh, Force. Force at least gets to tag the other vials. Which is not great, but... Yeah, okay, serious. Apparently there's people unluckier than I am. All right. Let's just draw an Astrolabe off the top, easy. Labe. Snoopy. Well, this is awkward. Well, this is awkward. So they have a ringleader. Gross. How much ticket does this deck cost? A lot. Demon Zeta, thank you for the follow. They have to take the winter. It actually is pretty expensive because it plays Hurrah, which is one of the most expensive cards in Magic Online right now. Yeah, would definitely wish we had access to Overgrown Tomb here. Hewitt X Shiro, thank you so much for that subscription, that Twitch from sub. Welcome to the Primetime Stronghold. Appreciate the support. Hell yeah. Some primetimes in chat for you. Okay, so they're drawing a land, which sucks. Put it on top. Okay. beast on top. Okay, so they're not on Magus' list because they have 4 basic mountains. Boil, Ringleader. It's a lot less bad than Boil. Although it is pretty bad. Just draw 3. Fuck. Oh, would have been great to draw land there. Would have been fucking awesome to draw a line there. Make a snap push. So my opponent doesn't really have good attacks. Guess we pass here. And if they don't do anything, let's do green actually. Brutal. Very brutal. Oh my god. Shit. At least we got Snapgust here. And now the Ice Fangs are actually death touchy. Ringleader. Gust. Okay, so Ringleader is on top. Snoop. Wow, really? Are we gonna attack here? So their hand is Chieftain. We can't make them shuffle. We can Jace Plus though. How do we like Jace Plus actually? If we Jace Plus, If we get comboed out, we get comboed out. Jace dies if I plus. Yes, but I get rid... Like, if they cast this, I probably die just the same, right? So... I think that's okay. We could also Jace minus here, but then Jace dies again. Well, they expect the chances to be on Monday. I think they're going to ban Astrolabe. That's the only thing that makes sense. We could also just Jace and hope that we find Fatal Push. That is probably the line. Or Breeding Pool is gone? Oh, we're so fucked now. Oh wow, we're hella fucked. Oh. No Fatal Push and no resource, so I think that this is just us being dead. I don't think we can win anymore. I think we're just dead. LOL. LOL. Well, I guess that they actually don't have a way to set up a lethal kill here. Games with an Astrolabe are rough. Yeah, kind of. I guess that this actually doesn't do anything because they don't have a black source, so they can't play either one of the combo pieces. They're expecting to just lock sack into the sack dude. Now that Jace looks way worse. Yeah, because I brainstormed and I whiffed. Right? Also, the fact that my opponent has all basics is pretty brutal too. They have to attack. Oh, that's so awful. So now they have another ringleader? Fuck, man. I guess they're playing like a 4 ringleader version of the deck. Which is kind of insane. Well, we're going to do this first. Go get ourselves a freaking green source. No more basics, okay. And now we're just going to counter this. Or I guess we can just sneak into Gust. It's probably better. So now they have one ringleader in hand, and they're throwing another ringleader here. Oh, they bottomed the ringleader. Okay. Hold on. God damn it, Astrolabe. So we just Jace minus here. What happens? So they're gonna Chieftain. No, they're gonna War Chief plus Chieftain. Which is not lethal. And I think we just Astrolabe when we hold up Archmage's Charm. Damn it, this game is too hard. This game is so freaking hard. So I think we just pass here. Hold up Charm. Now they have Ringleader and War Chief. We know they don't have a land. They have Chieftain. So if we counter this, we should be fine. Yeah. Counter target spell. So they can attack with the free Snoop. Sure, we go down to 5. Green. Green. Blue, blue. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see what we draw off the Udo. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Damn it. So we're gonna kill our own Udo. I think that's fine. And they are drawing a Mire. So that's the Mire. They're drawing Ringleader. They have Ringleader in hand, sorry. Boil? No, card cast Ringleader. Okay, what do they got? Munitions Expert, Matron. They still have Chieftain. Jeez, what a game! What a game. So they kind of have to Munitions Expert right here, yeah. They attack. Now we're going to Udo. We can Dead of Winter again. We can 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I think that we have to blow this up first. Four to Udo. I think we can Gust on top and draw it off the Udo. One, 2, 3, 4. Udo. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Draw Gust. Pass the turn. Oh my god, we're somehow in this game. Thoughtseize. No! No! Did we know about this? I think we knew about that. I mean, they still have to beat my Udo. Like, they get to take my Plague Engineer. Or my Aether Gust. But that's kind of whatever. We still have an active Udo next turn. We're gonna get to resolve one of our planeswalkers. They kind of have to take the engineer. This game has been completely wild. This is probably the best game that we played today. Also with the Thoughtseize, now they're going to a 2-turn clock. Choose wisely, opponent. My opponent says GG's. Is that an aggro GG's or is that a I can't beat you GG's? Bottom the Matron. So now you have Charm plus Gust. So I think we're fine here. You can't spell aggro without GG, exactly. Precisely. So that's the Chieftain. Is this even good? This is just a chump blocker. So we're gonna wait for them to choose what they put on top. You just budget columns, you got the kind of 4 caverns. I don't know. It's a possibility. Ringleader on top. Okay. Yeah, they know they can't attack us, they need to chump. So we're gonna be holding up Charm here. We can just push. So this is just lethal now. Sanctuary. Push. Yes. Hasse. Bounce this dude. Attack, draw push, push the Miniatures Expert, lethal. Wow! I was not expecting to win that one. I was not expecting to win that one. Alright, that was pretty exciting. Another 2-hour and 36-minute league. No big deal, no big deal. Well, I was really hoping that I could play some Gobos later today, but I think that that's gonna be it, because I was not expecting for 2 leagues to last 6 hours. That was a lot longer than I expected. That's what she said. Alright, Bug definitely worked a lot better than Bant. I don't know if that is... Plot Stallion, thank you for the follow. I don't know if that is because of Fatal Push. It could be because of Fatal Push, honestly. One thing that it's not minor is when we faced Tron, we actually had more tools with the Bant. But we also had some reasonable tools with this as well. So it's like we have reasonable tools in both matchups with both lists. I mean, but it in the end it's basically all about how things line up. Like we have access to 4 fields on both lists, but in the Bant one we had access to Path to Exile, and our opponent was able to resolve an Ulamog. We were able to just path the Ulamog and then like keep minding our own business, and we ended up winning that. While here we have access to Assassin's Trophy, which can like destroy lands and whatnot. Destroy Tron lands, sorry. But yeah, both lists seem to have the issue that you are kind of soft to that form of big mana. With the Bant list, we actually lost to Amulet twice. The Amulet players' draws were very good on the game one, on the first time that we lost. And then the second time, it was Emrakul the Promised Land, which ended up being really, really good. And I think that if I had cybered it differently, things would have been a lot better for us, and we would have been able to get there. But certainly, I was not expecting Emrakul the Promised Land, and it ended up doing a lot of work. I don't know if there was much that it could have been played around it, but for sure I could have not cut my second copy of Verdict. I was basically forced into bouncing Emrakul multiple times because that was my only way to not die to the 13 power creature. And if I had access to another copy of Supreme Verdict, then I would have been able to dig for that and potentially answer the Emrakul in a fine way. So that's definitely something to take into account. Like if you're playing Bant, I know that Verdict is not great against Amulet, but if the Emrakul, the Promised End tech becomes popular, which I think it's probably like the best target, right, for Fierce Empath. If the Emrakul, the Promised End tech becomes a real thing, then you might have to adjust the way that you sideboard, because Path to Exile doesn't answer Emrakul. Teferi does. Like Teferi plus Ashiok is a way that you can answer it, but like in the turn that Han had, he actually minused Teferi on itself, which is of course a play that you can always do. He minus Teferi on itself, and then he milled it with Ashiok, and it was, we were pretty unlucky, and the second Teferi also went on that very same mill. Are you still playing the Goblins deck? No, I was not expecting for 2 leagues to last 6 hours. That seemed like a little bit too much. So I'm not gonna have I'm expecting a Gobo League to be 2 hours long, but yeah. So no Gobos in the end, which is annoying. But I have to I have to go do something else with my day. It's already 6 p.m. here. Other thoughts. Dead of Winter is gasoline. This is a really, really good sweeper. So it doesn't surprise me that we're playing 3 copies of it. I don't know if Play Engineer is even worth it. Like, seemed a little bit awkward. Like, it's cool, right? It's fine. But I don't know, it seems like we're overdoing it a little bit in the removal aspect of things, and we are not taking care of some other stuff. Like, for example, this list seems heinous in the mirror match. Like, how are you supposed to beat the mirror match? You have to like bring in Surgical against Turo because you can't beat it otherwise. And like, you have 2 Veils, a second copy of Shark. Like, that's kind of it. While they have like Teferi and stuff. So you're probably going to be losing the mirror more often than not. And I don't know if that's where you want to be. You just win with your own world. Yeah, but your opponent has Path to Exiles, right? Your opponent has Path to Exiles, and then like they just path your own world just 1 time, and that's it. Mike the Mailman, thank you for the follow. So it's one of those things that, I would imagine that the white version is heavily favored in the pseudo mirror, because you have stuff like, if the Bant version like slams at the Teferi and it sticks, that's it, right? Like, the game just ends immediately because all of your cards are just worthless now. I guess you could like cycle a Shark Typhoon or something, or like you can decay the baby Tef, but like that's about it. And if they have the Veil for the decay, then that's where we're done. Nassif always loses the Vanguard. Yeah, but Nassif also plays pretty slow and he times out. In classic Nassif fashion, he just the clock is Nassif's #1 enemy. Bug better than Bant against meta because of better removal. That's true. That's true. Unless you're, yeah, I guess that it depends on what you want to beat, right? If you're playing against like Gobos, like we just played, maybe this list is a lot better than Bant, because like you don't have nonsense like we don't have like Baby Tef, or like even Big Tef can be a little bit awkward here. The Triple J's is a little bit questionable though. I was not a fan of Triple J's. So if we played something like this, I think I would try something like so. The problem is like we are using one of our Planeswalker slots on Ashiok, which doesn't give you value. Like you can mill it for Udo, which is something that we actually did multiple times. So it's never dead, right? And it's sometimes very good. Like if you manage to like draw your one of Ashiok game 1 against Amulet, like that's it, right? That's the game right there. Your opponent is not gonna be able to win. But like the fact that Bug doesn't have access to the Fairy 5 style Planeswalker, which is kind of like what you want. Another one that I wanted to try out was Snowblade. Every time I play this deck, I've actually had some pretty good results. And I would imagine that this sword is also kind of the nuts against the Goblins deck, and like Batterskull is probably tough for them to beat as well. So I don't know how good this would be against Gobos. Maybe some changes would need to happen for the mirror match, like for the Gobos matchup, I mean. So maybe you don't want to be vetoing and stuff. But yeah. He said he wanted to run Narset and place Jace. Okay, that makes sense to me. That makes sense. This is not Nassif's list, by the way. This is a list that actually that top 8 at the latest Modern Challenge. But I could see doing something like this. I don't know how I feel about just one Cryptic. Maybe it's the Shark Typhoon that needs to go to the board or something for a second copy. Maybe it's the Ashiok that needs to go to the board. I just wasn't a big fan of the Plague Engineer, basically. So maybe you can do something like this. Narset is a lot worse than Teferi though, right? Like it's kind of sick in the mirror match and stuff, but like it's awful against a lot of decks. Like if you draw your Narset against the Goblins deck, they're gonna be like, sure, whatever. Attack it. Let's move on to the next match. Alright, what was the record with Band? We went 2-3 with Band, and then we went with 4-1 with this. Though one of those, like we actually lost against my blue-red as foretold opponent, but they timed out. Like they basically just they played extremely slow, and then they just timed out with lethal on the stack, basically. They needed to resolve their Gargadon triggers and then just attack me, and I was dead. But they didn't. But yeah, against something like the Gargadon deck, for example, if we had faced the Gargadon deck with Bant, I think that we would have probably been able to beat it pretty easily. Because like you just pass the Gargadon and that's kind of it, right? Also, like you just play this card against the Gargadon deck and they just lose. So yeah, that's also pretty cool. There's nothing better than Teferi in the mirror. I was talking about this Teferi. Like this Teferi is really good in a variety of matchups, while Narset is not. This one is really good in the mirror, and it's not so good in other matchups. But after playing a few leagues, which snow decks would you feel like has to? With snow decks, what do you feel like? Oh, what do you feel like has to go? I think it has to be this card or this card. I think that if you ban either one of these cards, the snow deck's power level goes down enough to an okay place. The problem is that if you ban Astrolabe, then we're not going to be calling this the snow deck anymore, obviously. And the problem is that if you ban the Mystic Sanctuary, then you really hurt other decks that are not an issue, like the like Blue Moon and decks like that. You really hurt them if you take the Mystic Sanctuary off them, and then like they gain nothing. Personally, I think that Astrolabe is gonna go, but personally, I would prefer that Mystic Sanctuary were to go. Because I think Astrolabe is one of the things that's enabling Ursa to like still be playable. And if you just ban Astrolabe, then Ursa, I don't know if it's gonna become unplayable, but it's gonna be really tough for Ursa to be good. I guess if you ban Mystic Sanctuary, Ursa also kind of like takes a really big hit. If you ban Sanctuary, then you have to ban Veil. They kind of check each other. Yes and no. Yes and no. Because Veil is pretty heinous, right? In some situations. I don't think that... Like, the problem with Veil is that it hosts other decks. Like, it kind of... I guess sometimes it hosts John. It kind of depends on how your draws line up. But you can really host John with Veil of Summer. Like, super hard. Why does everyone want to buy Veil? I don't know. Maybe people have been playing a lot of Legacy, and Legacy, I mean, Veil is a lot more, it's a lot tougher in Legacy because, well, like Force of Will and Daze and all that stuff. Like, Veil is a lot more impactful in Legacy. Also being able to, like, stop Tendrils, triggers, all that stuff. Veil is really, really good in Legacy, and it's probably a good thing if they were to ban Veil. But yeah, it's not such a thing with this, with Modern. And personally, I think I'd rather Mystic Sanctuary go than Astrolabe. That's just my personal thought. I think that Astrolabe, if they ban something from this deck, it's gonna be Astrolabe. Any other question in chat? I don't think any other questions in chat. So that's gonna wrap things up. Personally, I think even though we did a lot of losing with this deck, I think that the banned version might still be better than the bug version, but that might be me being crazy and trying too hard not to be results oriented. What are we playing tomorrow? Tomorrow we're gonna be playing Legacy. So we're gonna be doing some Esper Vial, and then we're probably gonna be playing some Snow Control, because I have to figure out what I'm gonna be playing in this weekend's Legacy Showcase. The Mystic Sanctuary is not that fun of a card for opponent. Oh no, it's miserable. Yeah. Mystic Sanctuary is a lot more miserable to play against than Astrolabe, that's for sure. Also, as long as you have Astrolabe in your deck, maybe your burn opponent will keep bringing in a Smash to Smithereens against you, and you will get some free equity that way. Without Astrolabe, Ice Fang gets a lower. Yeah, so the way that we are going to be building control decks, it's going to be changing a lot. So we're definitely where the Ice Fangs are probably going to go. And then Snapcaster is going to kind of take a little bit more of its place. Maybe we're going to see Shark Typhoon as the new Ice Fang Quaddle type effect. So I think that things are gonna change a lot if Astrolabe gets banned. We might go back to seeing Colonnade, C-Play. Although I guess not, because Mystic Sanctuary is still a thing, but we're definitely going to see a lot more Shocklands, right? This list has like one Breeding Pool, one Watery Grave, one Saga Triumph, that's it. Those are all the dual lands that this deck is playing, that's how greedy it is. And yeah. That is certainly going to be changing. With Astrolabe, you can play up again. Yeah, a lot of cantrips are gonna come back into the equation, right? So like if you ban Astrolabe then and not Sanctuary, then probably blue white Miracles is gonna be the best control deck in the format, or Blue Moon or something like that. If you ban Sanctuary, then blue white Miracles probably becomes unplayable. So like a lot of balancing is what I'm expecting to see, basically. Peak. All right, that's a lot of talking, I think. So if you're watching on YouTube, thank you so much for checking out the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you on the next one. Take care. I'll see you later.